So here we go. We're recording. So welcome to our weekly Rise and Shine call. Today is April the 11th, and we have an exciting call for you. Some awesome inspiration from an amazing woman who very graciously and kindly agreed to come and talk to us and inspire us tonight. And so we're just going to get right into it. Our guest tonight is Kyra Carlen. She's a diamond coach. She's been coaching for 2 years. She'll have her 2-year anniversary in May. She runs a fit club twice a week and runs her challenge groups and her business with her BFF, and they are kicking ass and taking names. She has lost 97 pounds, y'all. 97. She has gone from a size 16 to a size 4, and she's competed in the Beachbody Bikini Classic. Hello. That's freaking awesome. She has the most amazing hair too, I might add. She is a motivational speaker. She is what I like to call a light worker. She is an inspirer. She is a change maker. And she is here tonight to inspire you and drop some knowledge on you about how to share and how amazing Instagram stories are. And just take it away, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, we can't hear you.
Well, thank you. I was going to say, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sometimes this is going to be weird. I might have to growl at my computer. Like, this is real life, y'all. Like, can you hear me? Also, I can't see anybody. Can you guys, like, I see that there's people on here, but no one's moving, and I have no pictures. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you. I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe it's just mine. Hold on. Let me minimize it.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's what it took, because everybody was frozen. I was like, maybe it's mine. So, hi. That was an awesome introduction. Like, thank you. I had Fit Club tonight, so that's why we kind of pushed it back. But so for me, Beachbody is literally my life. Like, I live and breathe it, and I know you guys who have that running mentality, who have that wildfire, know what that feels like to not understand why no one else doesn't get it, or why you feel like you're the only one always talking about it. I just want to say something. Don't ever stop talking about it. Like, please don't ever stop. I heard you guys, I ran upstairs to get my shake, and I heard you guys saying that well, I've got a lot of no's. I've got a lot of rejections. Girl, I probably send out 40, 50 messages a day. I maybe get back 2 or 3 messages. Like, I get no's left and right. Like, that's just what you do in this business. But then there's those times where, like, today has been a rough day for me. I have tried to make it a good day, but I have gotten messages. I signed 4 coaches today because I showed up all the other days. Like, I didn't show up very good today. I didn't show up very well at all, but the consistency is what it takes. And I think people misconcept posting with consistency, because those are 2 totally different things. So you can post on your Instagram all day, every day, all you want. But if there's no heart behind it, if there's no reason for them to celebrate with you, you're not going to draw a crowd. So for me, Insta stories is the only place I do business. I don't have any droppy emoji here and I'll get you signed up. That doesn't work for me. What works for me is telling my story every single day. And my story, I mean, like, my life. I don't get on my Insta story and say I've lost 97 pounds every other day, because that's not my story. It's part of my story. But you need to realize your story is you. You are your billboard, and you want to draw people who are like you. So for me, I have consistency. I post very similarly every day for a reason, because I want people to notice if something is different. So for me, I always get up in the morning. I always do my unicorn powder, which is my Energize. I sell that like hotcakes, because once again, I post about it every single day without asking them. I don't ever hold up my cup and say, get this all natural pre-workout, drop an emoji here. That's being an It Works girl. And I don't normally name drop, but I'm going to, because y'all need to know real life. Like, you guys get it. I know you do. So for me, talking about what works for me, why I love it, why I keep doing it, is more of a motivator for someone to want to do something with you than you telling them, I did my workout and I felt great. They're gonna say, good for you. I don't work out, so I'm not gonna feel great, and I'm not joining you because you're always happy. I have cried on my Insta story. I have talked about ghosts on my Insta story. I tell them what I'm buying on my Insta story. I bring them value versus workout programs. I have found the more fitness stuff that I post, the less likely I get clients. The more mom, the more fashion, the more makeup, the more stuff that has nothing to do with fitness is when I get my people. Because my people aren't workout people. My people are makeup people who want to work out. And if I'm constantly posting, my workout was great, I bicep curl 25-pound weights, they can't relate to that. So for them, they're not coming to you to learn how to work out. They're coming to you because you've been consistent, and you can be consistent by showing up in your Insta stories. So one of the things that I always tell people, I've done a couple calls like this, and I do feel like it's on repeat, but at the same time, I need repeat. I need told all the time, which brings me to my point of, you need to tell them all the time. They're never going to say yes if you don't ask them. So my message is I don't ever sell a, like, it's January was the last time I sold to a customer. I only sign coaches. That is the only thing that I do. And, oh, here we go. Sorry, my computer keeps glitching. Can you guys still hear me okay? Maybe.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, it must be my computer, but if you can hear me, I'm totally good. But what was I, squirrel? But anyway, for me, it's the consistency and having to show up every day. You get told that all the time. But for me, Instagram is a total different algorithm. We're not made to sell a shake. We're not made to tell them how awesome your workout was on 80 Day Obsession. The people don't even know what 80 Day Obsession is. And you shouldn't ever be using those words, obviously. If you're keeping up with the times, you know that. But I've said this many times, your Instagram is your magazine cover. They have something that they can go to that you, if you are a funny person, bring that to the table. Maybe you're a math nerd, post about it. You aren't going to find your people by being like everybody else. And that, for me, is why I'm a unicorn. Like, pick something that is you so people can see something and relate it to you. I can't tell you the amount of messages I get a day that have nothing to do with, they're never about fitness. It's always about unicorns. People will see that sugar cookie that I haven't even seen. There's like some kind of sugar cookie mix at Walmart. I have gotten 20, 30 messages of that picture. And it's because I posted about it. And it had nothing to do with fitness. I think we need to realize that we're not personal trainers. We are not fitness coaches. We are moms, we're sisters, we're wives, people who want to be a part of something, people who want to be okay with being themselves. And people who are watching you don't know what that feels like. They need reassurance that you do, and you're here to help them do that same thing. And when you're showing up in your Insta stories and you're being you, you're being real, you're talking about your kids driving you crazy, you're talking about the fact that you wanted to quit during your workout, and then bring them up to speed as to why. Why was that workout hard? Why does it mean something to you versus that workout was hard, but I sure pushed through and I'm so happy I did. They're not going to relate to that. They relate to not wanting to work out because that's where they are right now. They relate to having anxiety and depression and postpartum depression, or, you know, all of the things that we as women, because let's be honest, this business is 90% women. And that's because women don't know how to be friends with other women. And we have to give them a way to know that, because that's all we want. It's so funny. Women want friends yet we can't seem to get them. And we need to be able to show them that we're not just a sales company. We are somebody who has real heart, and we really want to show them what it's like. So being yourself on your Insta story, talking about your day for day, talking about how you don't want to, like for me, I say it without saying it. I think if you follow me, you know I hate my job. Flat out. I think it's known, but I never say that. It's very similar to our fitness journey. We talk about it, but we don't talk about it. And that's where we need to make it to the point of we have to start offering our hand more versus talking about ourselves. Everybody's talking about their workout. I try to dabble in it today. I posted some workout videos. I haven't done that for a little bit because I don't get great responses. But instead of making my workout video about how great my workout was, I talked about how proud of myself I am because I couldn't even lift a weight during the weighted flamingos. I got like 10 messages of girls who don't work out thanking me for posting that, because that's what they can relate to. They can relate not being able to do something. They can't relate to being the best at all these workouts and getting through them and feeling great and drinking a shake that tastes like banana pudding. They don't know what that means. So getting that in their head of you are a real person and you know what this is like is hands down what it takes. So if maybe you're new to Insta stories, that's okay. We all are. You should be doing 5 to 10 minimum of a day, and just talking about your day. You have to talk. You can't just do slides. You can do a mix of videos. You can do like the boomerangs. You can do the stop shots. Those are really cool things. Mixing it up is great. Keeping their interest. If you're wanting more followers, I don't even know if this is what I'm supposed to be talking about, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. If you're wanting more followers, so for me on Instagram, the algorithm is different than Facebook. If you haven't figured that out, you want more followers, you got to do things that you want. So for me, pink hair every day. I search it 5 times a day. I go to my search 5 times, search pink hair. Here's where it gets tricky. You need to go to people who are real people. So not clicking on somebody who has 14,000 likes on a picture for 5 minutes. Instead, it could be boy mom, soccer mom, stay-at-home mom, moms with, OCD. Whatever you are is what you need to search for. But real hashtags, not like mom who wears pink shirts on Wednesdays, unless you're going to get Mean Girls from there. That's the kind of thing that you need to look for. So you go through and I look for pink hair. I give you an example. I see this girl. She's got 37 likes on her picture. That's a very normal number. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to follow her. I'm going to like her picture and then I'm going to comment. That way it shows up. If I go to my page and my recent likes, I can go back to her as a follow-up. That's how I keep track of my follow-ups. I go back, who did I like on yesterday? Let me go to her page, see if she's done other stuff, and give her some love again. Let her know, bring up your name in her notifications. And the reason I say pick someone with a lower number is because she's more than likely actually going to see it. You're gonna really show up. So that's one way to connect. The other, this is how I get, hands down, all my coaches are thank you messages from my Insta stories. I will tag a location. I'm sure we've all listened to Jatana Jackson's Instagram things. It's still pretty much the same. Like not a lot has changed since she's done her Instagram training. Hide your location, hide your hashtags, keep a story within 3 or 5 slides, those kind of things. But I'll go through my viewers and I see somebody who's looked at my 3 or 4 slides in a row, that I'm gonna send them a message. And it's super simple, literally every time. Girl, I voice text, so I will just do it for you. Girl, thank you so much for loving on my post. I see you watching me, you have no idea what that means to me, exclamation point. That's it. That's all I send. They're either going to, it's really hard to not reply to a thank you. They're either going to say, like, you're welcome, you inspire me, you're going to get ghosted, or you're going to get I've been wanting to message you. How do I do what you do? From there's your lead. Like that's your people, because she's been watching you. This is the best part about Insta stories. You don't have to wonder if they're interested. Girl, if they're watching you, they're interested. They want to know what you're doing. But if you don't ask them, they can't tell you yes. They're going to tell you no. Move on to the next one. There are plenty of fish in the sea, I promise. I have consistently hit SC20 since, I think January is I've always done 20 or more. I think my lowest is 28. So do we want to do any questions? Once again, I still can't see anybody, but if you guys, hopefully you guys heard all of that rambling.
It was not rambling. It was amazing.
Okay,
but yeah, does anybody have a question? Do you have a question for her? This is your chance, guys. Did you hear what she just said? SC20 like is low for her. She's doing something right. Like, this is your chance to ask her a question. Okay, so I'll ask you a question. So, and I love that idea that you just broke down about, first of all, not following, but like, comment, and then kind of follow up that way. So let's say you do make that connection and you do get to that point where you are having that conversation where they are interested in the coaching opportunity. What is your next step after that?
So for me, I always just straight up ask them, like, if you're ready to get going, let's do this together. Get me your email and let's pick out your shake flavor. At this point, I've already explained, like, you get, and I normally do the one that has unicorn powder, Energize in it. You're silly not to, especially this month. It's $20 off. I mean, girl, they're basically getting it for free, and I make sure and tell them that. I ask them what their shake flavor that they like. And then I do the share a cart always. It's so simple and easy. I will kind of have a feel for it. You can tell in your conversations if they're iffy or not iffy. If they are iffy, I make sure and ask them, have you had an account before? Of course, you've asked them, like, do they work with a coach? But have you had an account before? Most of them say no. And you're like, girl, I can get you 25% off. What you have to do is just decide that you want to do this every month. They can sometimes say, oh, no, I'm not ready to be a coach. I don't want to do that. I've only had one person since January tell me, no, I don't want to do the coaching. I only want to do challenge part. And she did it on her own. But I just let them know, this is 25% off. You know, there's no reason for you not to. If they give me a hesitation of like, no, I'm not sure, I give them a gut check and I just say, okay, if you plan on quitting in your journey next month, that's perfectly fine. We can go ahead and get you set up with the customer process. That's when they're like, no, I want to do this all the time. Okay, great. Let me get you that coach discount because you might as well be able to change your life. Because here's the thing to remember. It is not our job to decide for them that they don't want this opportunity. Our job is to offer it. Then they can tell us no. We don't need to decide it for them. So I may have a ton of discount coaches, but here's the thing. You never know when your discount coach is going to be your next rock star. I was supposed to be a discount coach. I never wanted to do any of this. I'm just going to get 25% off.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's and you know, I think it speaks to, you know, the energy that we have ourselves when we're having that conversation. Because I feel like, Shonda, I just saw your son in his underwear. I feel like sometimes, you know, I have people who are interested. And so, you know, we have this kind of holding group that we do a sneak peek in weekly. And sometimes I feel like that conversation goes so slowly. And actually, you know, I have this list. I have all these names of people that I tagged today in a video. And I'm just like, you know, they were interested enough when we had the conversation. They were interested enough when I put them in that group. But then nothing. And so it's like how, for me at least, and I don't know if this relates to any of you, I hope it does, so I'm not just like stealing all the questions. But for me, I just feel kind of stalled sometimes, like how do I re-engage that conversation? You know, do you just come at them with, are you ready to get started today? I mean, I don't know. That's where I'm struggling.
So for me, I just talked about this with my best friend. Like, we have got to cut down our amount of time that we are, sounds bad, the amount of time we are trying to convince them of this, because that's not our job. Our job is not to convince them they want this. Our job is to tell them how much we love it, and we're going to be here partying. We're going to be here changing lives with or without them, but it would be so much more fun if they were doing it with us. It's cut dry. Like, if they want to change their life, if they want to make a change, do this with me, because I constantly need encouragement. Fresh blood brings out the biggest tigers. And that's the truth. Did you log on, Deidre?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That other room.
That really helps. That really helps. And I can promise you this.
For you guys. I hope that.
Yeah. Does anybody else have a question?
I just want to say, Kyra, you're awesome. I love you. I'm so grateful that you decided to jump on our call. We are a small but mighty team. We're really trying. We have a team full of heart. I mean, the ones who are on the call, I know you can't see us, but we really love this, and we love what we do. Oh, yay, good. Oh, well, then you can see the mess in the background. Oh, oops. Don't look at that. And I'm not wearing a bra, so I'm not going to show you from that. Anyways, so I just appreciate you taking the time to jump on our call tonight. It means it's so helpful to hear other coaches' stories and to constantly be inspired, and it just motivates us so much to hear from someone who's having success on Instagram and on Insta stories. So thank you so much. And I don't have any questions.
Thank you for that was so nice of you.
Go, Shonda.
That's perfectly fine. I appreciate that very
much. I admire you so much. Yes, I do. I love your hair. First of all, your hair is just amazing. Do you do polls every day? And what kind of polls do you do? Could you hear me?
So I do them every now and then, and I used to do ones like, so I do a Zoom call every morning with my girls, like for our workouts, and I used to do them and be like, do you want to sit with us, to see if they wanted to do it? I got next to no responses. My polls are like, would you rather have graham crackers or Cheez-Its? Would you rather have, a cocktail or a glass of wine? Because once again, it goes back to like what I was saying. They can't relate to wanting to work out. They can't relate to that, but they sure can relate to wine and tequila.
Yeah.
You pick, so 2 things that you would pick. Pick the one that you like and pick the one you don't like.
Okay.
Because then, like, let's say you're a Cheez-Its girl. Girl, you can message all those people like, girl, I've been craving Cheez-Its like nobody's business. This plan, I'm telling you. Thank goodness I got 3 treat swaps a week. Bring up fitness without talking about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Thank you so much. That just thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Have any questions?
All right. Well, thank you again so much. And, we just really, really appreciate you. So everybody, you should be following her, Kyra Carlen, Kyracarlen. That's your IG name too, right? Just Kyra Carlen?
Kyra Carlen is my name, and then my handle is Kyra LT Fitness.
Kyra LT
But
Fitness.
if you look up Kyra Carlen, I think I'm the only one, which I'm pretty used to. So
awesome. Well, thanks again, and you have an awesome night. We appreciate it.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, guys.